Hello, and welcome back to the first episode of What We Said of September. And this year has flown by.
Flying by as usual. What's
Soaring.
up, everyone?
Soaring. I'm in a great mood today.
I'm in a good mood, too.
You know why?
Why?
First matter of business, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged. And you're usually the fortune teller in this friendship where I'm like, JC, how did you know that was going to happen? And you text me. First of all, I didn't even see it on social media until you texted us in the group chat. You're like, Chelsea, I remember you said they were going to get married, like right when they, announced it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was right about this. You can go back. I have it on tape. I need to post the clip of it, of us talking about when the first episode after she was first seen at the Chiefs game, September 24th, 2023.
So it was 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Wow.
And I was like, they're endgame. They're going to get married. And here we are today.
Here they are. That's so wild.
That feels good. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for them. I just love a fairy tale. And I'm happy.
It's always nice to be right.
And I'm also happy about the Kevin Jonas thing to follow up from last week. Did you watch the TikToks I sent you?
I didn't do my homework. Wait, you sent them to me?
Yeah.
Must have been bricked. I didn't see them.
I just sent you a couple of them.
Okay, shoot. I needed to go watch.
But just an overview of that. So Kevin Jonas sang solo at Fenway Park. Like the Jonas Brothers are on tour or something. I actually don't even know. But they've been having iconic
something stupid
moments.
like that. Anyway, come to our tour.
Yeah, anyways. Ours isn't at Fenway, but pretty close. They've been having iconic moments come up in their shows. And you saw that Demi Lovato came out.
Yeah, that was iconic.
Yeah. So Kevin Jonas had his solo, and people were filming him and posting it, and he was like, I'm really nervous to sing for the first time because he doesn't usually sing solo. He usually sings backup. And there are different moments in the Jonas Brothers history. This is a very millennial episode today. Taylor Swift, Jonas Brothers. Anyways, so if you watch their documentary, I think it was back in 2018, maybe 2019. I think it came out on Prime. I can't even remember what it was called, but it was about the Jonas Brothers getting back together when they got back together. Remember that? They were broken up for a long time. And it was a very vulnerable documentary. And there were parts where Joe and Nick were talking about how when they first started the band, they were like, honestly, we felt like you held us back to Kevin. And he was talking about how hurt he was one time. They played a show and they didn't tell him. Oh, this is going to make me cry. They literally didn't tell.
No.
He didn't know. And then he saw them performing at together, just them two, kind of at the peak or a little after their peak.
Is he
Disney
the oldest,
Channel.
Kevin? Do they think that he's just not as talented? Is that what it is?
He's not a singer. So he doesn't really sing. So he does backup vocal. He's really good at guitar. He's the musician, whatever, or the... he plays instruments, so he's really talented, obviously. Yeah. But even in the documentary, he was talking about them growing up and how Kevin was the first one to be I want to do theater. I want to do performing, all these things. He's the oldest, so he led the way. And then Joe and Nick is so serious. Nick, it cracks me up. He's the most serious. They're just insufferable, almost just so.
Whenever I think about Nick, I think about the fact he has one front tooth.
Huh?
You know, he has his teeth
one front tooth.
Yeah, he has an interesting. Let me pull up a photo.
Oh, maybe it's slanted or something.
No,
or he actually only has one.
Let me pull up a photo. Nick front tooth.
Huh?
I don't even have to. It already knows Nick now? Jonas. I'm screaming. It's 1, 2, 3. Look at his teeth. He has he has 3 front teeth. 2. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's like a Tom Cruise. It's moved. Or does he actually have an extra tooth?
I don't know if he has an extra tooth, but it's maybe just the way
they're kind of tilted.
Photoshopped? Please, not the numbers on the teeth.
Tom Cruise has that where it's almost I don't know if he has I don't think he has an extra tooth. I think his teeth are just shifted this way.
Interesting.
So it's not symmetrical. The midline.
Yeah. The midline isn't symmetrical. That's what it is. It's kind of his 3 front teeth are
I have never noticed that.
That's what's symmetrical instead of. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's just an interesting thing.
I've never noticed that. That's crazy.
Oh, all I want for Christmas is my 3 front teeth is crazy. That's what the caption of that was.
Please.
We love your teeth, Nick.
We love the Jonas Brothers.
Honestly, I love character in teeth at this point.
Too.
I think it's
I'll
great.
take that over veneers any day.
100%.
Anyways, so the lore of that is just like, so now seeing him have his moment and the whole stadium is like going
Erupting.
crazy for him. And there's a video of his wife who
sweet.
he's been married to like since the beginning of the Jonas Brothers. Like, anyways, all the history leading up to this moment, he's like, I'm nervous. Like, and he's singing and his voice is so good. It's like, so, like the tone of it is so good. People are like, why have they been hiding this from us? And other people are like, they're not, you know, not necessarily hiding, but there's also a clip of him. He had like a reality show with Danielle.
Okay, I do recall
like
that.
Living with Jonas or something. I never watched it, but there was a clip that's been circulating now because I'm on Kevin Jonas algorithm. TikTok. Is he's like talking to Danielle one day. He's like, I don't know, it's just been like a long day, and like Joe asked me to do backup, but I just didn't feel like I could like do it. And he's like, I just can't sing like Joe and Nick. Like he like was saying that, just like, oh my gosh. Anyway, so when he's singing, he's like, I'm nervous. And he's singing, he's doing so good. The crowd's like cheering for him, and someone's recording Danielle, his wife's reaction. She's like tearing up. She's just like, go, Kevin. It's so cute.
That is so sweet.
So wholesome.
I need to watch it immediately.
That with like Taylor Swift getting engaged, my millennial heart has grown 3 sizes.
So sweet. We love to see people winning and thriving.
The other thing that's actually a downer, but we watched the Love Island reunion last night.
Yeah.
And it was
sad. It was not the takeaway. I'm like, okay, all of them have lost their spark. Mm-hmm. As I'm watching, I'm like, this is not fun to watch, which was pretty much my takeaway when the season ended. I'm like, great season, great entertainment. Now everyone's treating them like animals. There's so much social media, just discourse about all of them, picking apart every single thing. Mm-hmm. And like, it's not fun anymore.
You have like a little fluff on your shirt right there.
Thank you. It takes the fun out of it. Yeah. These shows are meant to be fun, kind of trash TV, like mind-numbing, silly, take you out of your current reality. And I fear we are losing that with every passing season. It's becoming more serious. Who's canceled? Hate this person. Turn these people against. Racist comments. Horrible. I'm just like,
so bad.
This is not fun to watch. It's not fun to be a fan of. Like, I don't know. I was kind of saying last night, I'm like, I'm not going to watch next season. I'm like, no, I'll be fiending for it. I'll be watching every episode. Like, I'm still down to watch, but it is just disappointing to see the energy. And it's sad because I'm literally watching all these people.
It's supposed to be a positive for them to go on the show and like have that exposure. And then you just see them afterwards. Even watching Beyond the Villa, like Kayla always is saying, like, I just was happier before. Like, I'm grateful, but like, I miss my old life. It's very sad.
It is so sad. Because
depressing.
It is. It's like they go on. Obviously, to some degree, you know, they wanted to be on a TV show, but I still don't like the argument of like, well, that's what you signed up for. It's like, well, it doesn't give people permission to just
or actually didn't sign up for that.
No, like, justify horrible actions against them and like ruthless hate and behavior. I don't know. It doesn't justify that, but I guess I understand the notion of like they're going on a show, so clearly they do like, you know, they are seeking kind of that lifestyle because they know what's going to come from it ish, but they didn't know probably. You can't also know unless you're in that position. They probably think it'll be fun.
You probably think, oh, I can handle that. Who cares about hate comments? Right. And then once you're actually getting them, reading them, and they're so personal to you, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't like this anymore.
Yeah.
And it's not fun or worth it. Yeah, it was very sad.
It was just bad vibes all around, honestly. I feel like no one smiled that whole reunion.
No, they all looked anxious. They all looked sad. Yes. They all wanted to like have their say, and then they all just left looking defeated. And JC was like, this is so sad to watch the montage of them coming into the villa. Like they played like, let's do an overview of the season. And it was supposed to be happy. But seeing how happy and like full of light they were coming into the villa and excited and their faces, and then it was showing them
their reaction
in the little corner. Oh my gosh.
And literally it's like the difference of their smiles.
A shell of themselves.
Hey guys. And yeah, it just like flashes to them now. Not a smile, just like kind of trying to smile, but just genuinely sad inside. Yeah. It was depressing.
It was so
It was
bad.
Actually sad. Yeah.
I did not like watching that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It was like, oh, every time they like got someone, it was just like, well, let's watch this back. She's like, this is
I know.
Really...
Yeah, it was It was a lot.
Foul.
I can't imagine going on a show like that and being filmed 24/7. Have you ever watched Big Brother? Mm-mm. I haven't watched it either, but I was hearing that it's a 24-hour live stream that you can go on at any time on Paramount and just watch the live stream. And then correct me if I'm wrong, this is just something I heard, but that Big Brother is like a cut up version of the live. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's kind of...
I didn't know that. I haven't seen like a full season, but I've seen like lots of clips and stuff.
And then you can go on and just watch them at any time live.
That's crazy.
I'm like, that is terrifying.
Yeah.
They're there for months. You can see their every move for months. That is not okay.
No, that's terrifying.
That is so unhealthy for a person to go through that. And I haven't heard much about
the Truman Show.
Yeah, Big Brother, like their mental health. I don't know anyone from that show really, so I guess I'm not into all the lore, but it seems very unhealthy.
Crazy.
I'm like, that is, because it's kind of like how Love Island is-ish, but imagine if we could just tune in at any point and actually see every single
Does Big
thing.
Brother not get breaks? So they know Love Island at least has like breaks when they eat and like where they're not being filmed. Like Saturdays that's why they don't have episodes on Saturday, because they
don't film?
Yeah, they don't film. They have like a day.
That's good. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
But they're not allowed to talk about stuff, right?
No, it's just kind of like a chill day.
I wonder how
Like a reset.
Yeah. I wonder how they can guarantee that people don't talk about things.
Yeah, I don't know.
If they're like watching them still.
I would love to see behind the scenes of Love Island.
So interesting. Also for that reunion, worst set, worst lighting, worst colors. Please take notes. Like, they need to change something.
The lighting was so diabolical.
So awful. And the colors were blinding my eyeballs. I hated every moment of that experience. I will just say that as a side note. Visually hated. Also, I feel like they were all, you know how they'll say on Love Island that they will be like up till 2 a.m. They don't know the time ever really. I feel like that's what the reunion, I'm like, was this over the span of 8 hours? And they were falling
so tired.
asleep.
Literally, Vanna, or what's her name? Vanna was like, her
falling
eyes
asleep,
fluttering, yawning.
asking,
Austin, were you okay?
lights on, no one's home.
No.
She's like, what do you think? He's like, huh?
Glitching.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm asleep.
I was spaced out. What?
I was spaced out.
Lock in, brother.
Lock in. We're at the reunion. I'm like, genuinely, I wonder if they filmed for like 10 hours or something.
It's probably pretty long.
And they're just all like over it and exhausted. It was just, I'm kind of glad that that's over. I don't know. I
didn't really care.
No.
Like, I wanted to watch it, but I also was just like, I don't care about this drama now.
No.
It doesn't matter.
So overplayed.
So
or like
overplayed.
just not even overplayed, just we're past it.
Yeah.
We have short attention spans these days.
Yeah.
Once something's done.
We've moved on.
Yeah. For a few months, it's like, we don't want to rehash this.
No, definitely.
Yeah. That was sad.
That was sad. The only other thing that I have an update about is both of us were in our Dungeons and Dragons era this weekend for Abby's birthday. She decided to become a dungeon master. If you guys know anything about Dungeons and Dragons, or you know people who play, it's very complicated, actually. Not complicated, but it's like very intricate and like detailed, and it's not your average board game. Let's just say that.
No.
Abby was like months ago, or like a month or so ago before her birthday, she's like, I want for my birthday to make a I think it's called a one-off, like Dungeons and Dragons game, and have you guys come, and I want you guys to have fun and like get into your characters, and I want to, do the whole thing. So she literally did that entire game. I was asking her after, I'm like, did you make up this? She's like, I made up everything. Every aspect of the story.
That's wild.
The poem. She's like, the only thing I asked ChatGPT to do was like the poem. She's like, because I wasn't about to freaking write a poem. But
insane.
It was insane. And if you guys know anything about Dungeons and Dragons, you do have to get into character. And Jason and I were joking because we'd actually already played once before, shockingly. Like, this is our second time playing Dungeons and Dragons. Well, actually, this is like my fourth time playing. This is your second, but second time playing together.
Yes.
People were messaging me after I posted my story. They're like, I would have never in a million years pictured you guys playing this game, but it's very cool that you guys do this.
That is so funny.
But it's so fun. It's fun to do like escapism. It was like, she did such a good job. She like literally was doing voices. Like, you have to get into the fantasy land. Love pretending to be a fairy or an elf or whatever else there is in there. I didn't even know like half the terms.
I feel like I didn't realize before playing that you can kind of put your own spin on it and still use your humor. It's like we're laughing the whole night playing, and it's funny.
Jokes, yeah.
Yes. It is so, it's like not something that I would have ever thought I would do in my lifetime, but I think it's so hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, slay. I love getting into also other people's hobbies and worlds, because I'm like, it just is
seeing why they enjoy something.
Yes, it's like, it's fun and interesting, and so I had a great time.
Yeah, it was fun. People play like, I think the main way people play is they have like campaigns that they'll play like once a week. Like they'll go and it's like a continuous campaign where you can like, where it's not just one little
I can
adventure.
totally see how that would get almost addicting, where it's just so fun and it's a routine and it's a thing, especially if you have a friend group who all does that. I can get the vision.
Like your little figurines, people make like 3D models. Abby was telling me all about it. It's really cool. So.
That's wild. That's
people
a whole world.
stream it. People make so much money streaming Dungeons and Dragons too. It's crazy.
Even when I was downloading the app that she wanted us to download, it had 60,000 ratings or something like that. And I was realizing just how big,
it's huge.
Sometimes you don't realize how big a world is. That, like, even video games and streaming and Twitch and all that is so massive, and people make millions of dollars, and it is a huge industry.
Yeah.
But it's so weird because I just don't know anything about it, and I never even consider it as something that exists until it's brought to my attention, and then I'm like,
I know.
That is a huge part of society, genuinely.
I know. It's crazy.
It's wild.
It was fun though. Yeah. So that was our weekend celebrating. Abby and Leif have like birthdays so close together.
Yes, one day apart. Up. I know. It does creep up. I got Abby, I went to an estate sale with Benny, which I will never do again. I said that when I got home. Leif's like, you've already said that before. I'm like, have I really? He's like, yeah, because I always think it's going to be fine, but I've realized at her age and probably until age, I don't know, maybe 5, it like estate sales or antique stores, it is not the place for children.
Yeah.
They want to run around and touch everything and grab everything. Half the stuff is breakable at eye level. You know what I mean? It's so sketchy. You have to be on constant alert. So I was holding her, but she didn't want to be held. She wanted to be down running, running around. And there's like these vintage magazines, and she's going over to them. I'm like, oh my gosh, grabbing her. Because I just took her alone. So anyway, but I did go to this estate sale, and I found this really pretty stone vase. And I was like, oh, I feel like this, Abby might like these colors. I'm going to get this for her birthday. And as the guy, I paid for it. And as the guy was putting it into my bag, dropped it and shattered it. Huge chunk of it fell off.
Goodbye.
So he did give me a discount, which was nice, but I did glue it back together and it looked pretty good, but it
looked so good.
You couldn't really tell, but there's a whole crack along the whole thing now, which I think it would have been able to hold water and flowers because it's like a vase. It's a stone vase, but now I don't think that it would be able to hold water. So I was telling her she could put dried flowers or just use it as like a thing, but he felt so bad, and I'm like, that's actually pretty bad. Like, it's like an antique, like a beautiful thing, and he dropped it on the ground and like it broke into pieces.
No,
I'm like,
crazy.
I felt awkward for him.
Yeah, exactly.
He was so apologetic.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. But anyway, it's still fun to go to things with Benny. Like, I love bringing her. I feel like she's my little friend lately. It's so fun. But the estate sales and the antiquing, it's not for the weak. They want to grab everything in sight. So I think I've maybe learned my lesson. I've done that a few times with her. I took her to one of my favorite consignment stores, and because whenever I go in there, they're like, where's Benny? And I'm like, I go usually when she's napping.
Yeah, if you want me to buy anything, you'd be glad I don't have them.
Seriously, they're always like, oh, we want to see Benny. I'm like, okay, I'll bring her next time. Because every time they ask, I'm like, oh, she's napping. Like, that's when I come here. And so I brought her the other day, and running around just like, she was loving it, and it was fine. But I'm like, again, I couldn't. It's like you were saying, I remember you said once, you either buy too much or nothing, because you grab stuff and you're just like, your kid's running around, so you're like, yeah, I'll just get it. Yeah. I've done that. I've either spent too much money, or I'm just like, I can't buy anything at this point. Yeah. Because I don't have time to actually focus.
No, it's true.
But we'll see if I learn my lesson or if I do the same thing,
Yeah,
this coming
I feel
weekend.
That. Honestly, I feel like as of recently, it's switched where Case was the one that was like when he was like 2, especially like 1.5 to 3 years old when he turned 3 was like, okay, you are peak. If I bring you somewhere and if there's anything at your level that's breakable,
You'll grab it.
You will be breaking it. You will be grabbing it if I'm not like, and then it's that point, it's like, why am I even out?
Exactly.
I'm just looking at you the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
Or you don't want to be in your stroller. You don't want to be
those are the places.
Confined.
Those are the places you can't really bring them in a stroller. Like in an estate sale, it's in a house.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you can't bring the stroller. I feel like that,
Exactly.
if you're at a mall or
You're like,
something,
let's go
you can have a
explore.
stroller. But in those like tight areas, you can't. And that's
Definitely
what makes
not.
it difficult because they just don't want to be held.
But as of recently, it's switched. Like when Elwood was a baby, it was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to bring Elwood. If I go out to some place like that, I'm going to bring Elwood because I can put him in the carrier. So easy. Now it's switched where now I'm like, okay, if I'm going to go somewhere, I'm bringing Case because he is. So it's actually sooner than 5, I feel like. Because Case, even when I brought him to that flea market and we were like passing by, I was like, we'll see what happens. He was an angel. Like he was having the best time. He was like helping me find treasures. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm bringing you everywhere.
That's
to like
fun.
And
he'll listen more.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he knows not to touch things. Like he'll try and, have that like intrusive thought of like, I'm going to grab that. But if I'm like, oh, like we're not going to touch anything, just look, like he won't listen. Yeah. And he won't do anything. And he'll
that's nice.
Talk and like, he was just like my little buddy walking around the whole day. I'm like, this is so fun. This is like really the best age. Whereas Elwood, on the other hand,
would grab anything.
Brought him. Yeah, he would grab it. He can't listen. He's like the fastest grip, the strongest grip, and he throws. He's got the arm of a MLB player. I'm like, sir, literally grabs and throws instantly. Like literally he's better than I've ever thrown in my life.
You know what's so funny is there's this fountain at this place that we go sometimes, and we went today and Benny was grabbing leaves and throwing them, and Leif goes, she fully learned that from Case and Elwood. She did not know how to do that or anything about that process. She was obsessed. Yeah. Grabbing pebbles, grabbing leaves, throwing. I'm like, how? That is crazy that she picked up on that. We were trying not to let her throw it in, but there were leaves everywhere. But anyway.
No, pebbles. He wants to throw anything he gets his hands on. He wants to throw it.
But it was cracking me up because I'm like, that is how I feel like siblings teach each other things, like how to throw or how to do things. I'm like, she would never have done that if she didn't see them doing that.
Exactly. That's the pros and cons of having older siblings. It's like Elwood has caught on to things so much faster than Case even did because he has someone to teach him, good and bad. Yeah. Where he's like caught on to things earlier that were like, Case didn't start doing that till recently where we're like, okay, that's kind of a thing we don't want. Yeah. But he teaches Elwood immediately. I'm like, okay, so he's a quick learner.
New skill unlocked.
Things. Yeah. But
no, it is so fun though. They're all at fun ages. I do feel like it continues to just get more and more fun. Yeah. Even though it's like harder in certain ways, but also easier in certain ways. Yes. I like this stage more than the every stage fun. I think is more fun, even if it is hard to bring them or whatever. I'm like,
it's a little more physically hard than like mentally when they're just running around because you don't even have time to think.
Exactly. It's true.
When they're a baby, all you do is like thinking and holding. Yeah. And now it's like I'm
going to say something crazy. Dare I say I'm ready for fall? Okay. I never say that, so I thought I would be really crazy today. I just never say that at
so damn hot.
This stage of, I'm always like dragging my feet a little. Yeah. But I don't know if it's having Benny or what. I'm just like, I'm excited for the seasons to change. I'm like excited for cozy drinks and pumpkin patch and Halloween, and I'm like feeling excited for our tour, which I feel like will kind of be transitional summer fall vibes. Like I'm just feeling kind of ready for that. I'm excited.
I am too. I think that's a mark of a good summer. Yeah. I feel like we've been living the summer life of like
we've been busy,
sand everywhere, just the soaking in the sun, just summer plans. There's like 1 or 2 things I still need to do on my summer bucket list, but also I feel the same way. I'm like, okay, I'm ready for the fall fun vibes. I want to cook again. Like I feel like in the summer I don't cook as much. I just like am quickly, I don't know, I don't want my kitchen to be hot. Yeah. It's like already hot. So I'm ready to cook. I'm ready to bake. Yeah. I'm ready to
just
plan.
Sounds nice.
I'm ready to scheme.
It's scheming in the fall.
Scheming the holidays, I feel like, especially when the kids get older, is so fun.
It's really fun.
Like you're saying, you're on Pinterest like for holiday stuff. I'm like, it's like my Super Bowl. I'm like, scheming, ready to.
No, it is really, I'm excited for it. I'm feeling the transition a little earlier than normal, which is nice. But these are kind of my favorite months, the transitioning months right here. It's like the weather's so nice and things are feeling cozy, but it's still like social. I do feel like we did a lot this summer, just individually together, like perfect amount of socializing, family time. It's been a great summer.
Yeah, it's been a great summer.
I was doing my little like summer dump and I was going through all my photos and I'm like, this has been a very eventful, fun summer, which I'm very happy about.
Perfect.
So should we get into these stories?
I think so. I'm excited.
Do you have anything else?
No, today we're talking about the party
that you'll never forget.
Nick and I have been on our wellness journey together, just kind of slowly trying to cut out things that are not serving us in our routine or things that we're eating like sugar or super processed foods. And one of the things we've been talking about is how much caffeine that we take in during the day and how it affects our sleep and how it affects, a crash during the middle of the day. And I'm about to get him onto the Beyond Brew by Live Conscious because it is so good. And it's not like your morning coffee that will be slowing down your metabolism. It's a zero sugar coffee alternative. It tastes so good. I actually went to a Live Conscious event a couple years ago and was so inspired by their mission. So at Live Conscious, their mission is to create simple, effective wellness solutions that elevate your everyday life, one conscious choice at a time. And we've been talking about, okay, we want like a good ritual in the morning that makes us feel energized, that helps with our focus, that, gives us some energy, but we don't want it to negatively affect us in the latter half of the day. So if you're looking for something like that as well, definitely look at Beyond Brew.
It's packed with 6 powerful mushrooms like lion's mane and reishi, and it has fiber in every serving. So it's there to support your gut health and your immunity while delivering calm, focused energy without the crash, which is just amazing. Add it to your coffee or drink it on its own. It offers more than just a caffeine fix, also with delicious flavors like vanilla latte and caramel macchiato. You can treat your taste buds and say goodbye to the caffeine jitters, my personal least favorite thing. Live Conscious has sold over 400,000 jars of Beyond Brew, so you know it is good stuff. Visit liveconscious.com today and make the switch to a smarter sip with Beyond Brew. Use code WHATWESAID to receive 15% off. This show is sponsored by Cotton.
One of my favorite things about summer is a summer wardrobe, and something that I've been focusing on ever since I've had kids especially is making sure that what I'm wearing is made from natural fibers. So something that comes from the earth. And one of my favorites, and probably most of your favorites you don't even realize, is cotton. I'm always looking for 100% cotton shirts, pants, underwear, bras. Like I'm trying constantly to wear, like I said, mostly natural fabrics. So not only does cotton feel good on your skin, but it's gentle on your skin. It breathes, it keeps you cool, it's hypoallergenic. And it's just durable and easy to wash. It's really just the best fabric for your clothes or your kids' clothes.
There are also so many different cotton fabrics like denim, corduroy, and flannel. Cotton's very versatile, so you can wear it obviously any style, season, or occasion. It is timeless. I feel like I wear cotton from day to night. I love a cotton t-shirt in the summer, and paired with denim is kind of just like my outfit formula. It's perfect for spring and summer, and the quality is amazing. It's durable, it's easy to wash and care for, and cotton keeps its shape too, which is really nice. Cotton is the fabric of our lives, so make sure to check your tags for cotton and learn more at thefabricofourlives.com. This episode of What We Said is brought to you by Huggies Snug and Dry. The new Huggies Snug and Dry are luxuriously soft and ultra dry. And that is what your baby deserves, okay? How soft are we talking? Unbelievably soft, you guys. Irresistibly soft. Your baby deserves a diaper that is very, very gentle on their sensitive skin, especially when they are little babies. They're just so sensitive, I feel like, to everything. And dare I say, the 2 most important qualities in a diaper at that stage are that they're soft and they're not irritating your baby's skin, and that they are keeping your baby dry. You know, I think diapers are a great gift for a baby shower because they're just obviously an essential. So if you have a friend, a family member, a sister, someone in your life that is having a baby soon, check out Huggies Snug and Dry. They would be a great gift. If you're having a baby soon, definitely check them out. And you will be shocked at how soft these diapers are.
You definitely don't want to be putting your baby in uncomfortable diapers in a diaper that's not soft or that's not comfortable, because think about if you had to wear underwear that was like itchy, scratchy, digging into your skin, something like that. You want soft underwear for yourself, and you want the same thing for your little baby with They're sensitive skin, and you just want to make sure it's gentle and, what they deserve. So you can experience the unexpected softness and up to 100% leak protection of Huggies Snug and Dry diapers. That's the other thing. You don't want to be leaking out of the front or back of your diapers, especially in little babies, when you put them in a new outfit and then, you go to pick them up and you're like, wait, why are you wet? And you look down and their diaper has leaked from pee or something. It's not fun. You want leak protection. And that's why you can rely on Huggies Snug and Dry diapers. So more parents choose the new Huggies Snug and Dry softness versus the leading premium diaper. Huggies, we got you, baby.
Something crazy that happened at an event or party that has lasted with you forever. And I am so excited to get into these. I can start. I feel like no one believes me when I tell this story except for the people that were there. It was 2019 and I had just moved to California a year or two before. I was at a small intimate house party, like 10 to 15 people with newish friends, and an hour or two into it, Selena Gomez casually walks through the door. Everyone acted so normal and I was like, am I crazy or is that Selena? My husband and I were both making eyes at each other like, is this happening? She complimented my husband's shirt and we spent the whole night playing games and laughing and ended up becoming friends. I spent the whole summer with her, was invited to her house multiple times for game nights and dinner parties, and then 2020 hit and I literally never saw her again.
Stop.
LOL. Feels like the weirdest fever dream and I question daily if any of it was real. But then like a year ago, I was sent a random video on Instagram and the person who sent it asked, is this you? I guess someone else who was at the party secretly took videos and made a reel that said something along the lines of, that one time I was at a party and Selena Gomez showed up. So it was in fact real and I'm not crazy.
What the heck? No,
that would
crazy.
be the biggest jump scare of all time.
100%.
Just imagine
especially
you're just
if everyone's
at a
acting
casual,
normal.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, so are we all seeing this?
Wait, do you know who I just remembered with Selena Gomez at one point that just locked into my memory? Maddie Pruitt.
Mm-hmm.
You know Maddie Pruitt?
Yeah.
I remember she was like playing games with Selena Gomez one time.
Really?
I'm Googling this. Was that a fever dream? Because I remember being like, wait, what?
What?
Why is Maddie Pruitt with...
What happened to Maddie Pruitt?
Oh, I don't even want to talk about that at all.
Also, that
Their
is so
recent video
crazy.
It's terrifying.
To be invited to her house, like I would not feel worthy. I'd be like, wait,
No,
sorry,
that
I
is
can't come.
wild.
I don't have anything to wear.
No. That would be so shocking, but also amazing. This is, okay, I don't even think that's...
But also after, meeting her ourselves, I could see her energy just being so warm and like so normal.
I feel like that too. I mean,
I want to be friends with Taylor Swift.
This is
bad.
This is Selena Gomez's story. Oh, it's like such a blurry photo. But it's her and Maddie Pruitt. Like it was a game night.
Oh, I do remember that.
Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that was at the same type of
time
period. She's just at game nights with...
She was in her social
normies.
era. The normies.
I mean, Maddie
Literally.
Pruitt has, a bit of a following, I guess, as well. But their recent video about spanking their child is like living in my mind rent free. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
He worries me.
He is terrifying.
And we will be spanking that child. You can bet.
He's like so excited about it. Why are you excited?
Scary. It's so scary.
Oh no, I don't even want to talk about that further, but he's diabolical. And everything that comes out of his mouth, literally, on a podcast is scary. Mm-hmm. And she's like, yes, mm-hmm. Also,
Mama,
some of the thoughts some of the thoughts that they have, I'm like, I had that when I was 11, and they're like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, on their podcast. Well, I shouldn't be one to talk, but it's just like they're like,
the Bible
we
says,
we need to be kind, and they're like, whoa, wow.
And we shouldn't be judging people for
what they do.
Things.
We should like look upon their heart. Whoa, wow, that's
I
so
should
true.
See people how Jesus.
Oh my gosh, I never thought about that. That is. You are speaking to my soul right now. It's just like the most basic. A lot of
the
times,
spanking really pushed me over the edge.
That
like
was insane.
have your beliefs of how you but when you're like boasting about how you're going to spank your child, it says in the Bible with a rod. Call the police,
sir.
Call the police immediately.
I don't even want to get
says
into
it with
that.
a rod. Says to discipline them with a rod. Sorry, says it in the Bible.
No.
Okay, well, it says in the law you can't do that. Yeah.
So bizarre. Some of their takes are just absolutely wild. Anyway, moving on from that. That is iconic, though, to have that.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if she had a rule of no photos or videos, or if people just respect her enough to be like, I'm not going to take photos. You know?
What do you do if you're a celebrity and people start like, you're at a house party and she's like super casual, and then there's like that person who's filming and you can tell they're filming you? What do you do?
I feel like I would, I probably...
Do you leave?
My own house?
No, because the first one, I mean, like, that if she comes to that, like, if it's not at your house.
Okay.
Oh, if someone's at your house, it's like, goodbye.
Yeah, I would probably leave because I wouldn't feel safe and like I was having fun.
Or do you say something?
I don't know.
Or do you like if it was
at my house,
Cole Sprouse and film them back?
Iconic.
So
have we ever talked about the fact that I was going to photograph Cole Sprouse? Have we talked about that on the podcast?
I'm not sure.
Let me see if I have Instagram DMs with him still, or if like somehow, I don't know if they're still there.
It was Cole, not Dylan, right?
Correct.
Cole, yeah.
Because Cole's the one who's a little more artsy, right?
Don't know.
December of 2015. Hi, I want to shoot you.
You said that to him?
Yes.
Okay.
You have the perfect look for an editorial look I've been wanting to do. Are you in LA often? He responds 10 days later. Hey, JC, sorry it took me so long to get back to you. Please send a mood board and your idea to colesprousephoto@gmail.com. I'll keep in touch on that. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I ever sent him a mood board. The fact that he even replied, though, is crazy to me. These are archaic. These are ancient relics. 2015, that's 10 years ago.
That's crazy.
10 years ago. Hi, JC. Sorry it took me so long to get back with a... I'm like, hey.
Say, sorry it took me so long to get back to you. Just sent the mood board.
10 years later.
That'd be hilarious. You should, because it would probably go to his general.
That is so funny.
And you just do a shoot of him.
Okay, I literally should.
Just DM him.
Okay, I'm going to screenshot this to remember it.
And so literally, he might think it's funny. Just be like, hey.
Sorry it took me so long to get back to you. Here's the mood board. Would love to set up a time.
Here's the mood board. I'm not sure if the email's still valid, so I wanted to send it here.
Let me know. That was such a different world on Instagram. Because do you know the artist James Young?
What kind of artist?
He is a singer. He's
James
like a musician.
Young. That sounds so familiar. I'm sure.
So James Young, he's not a huge artist actually. Like at the time, it felt cool because Leif and I loved his music when we first met. But same thing. I was like, I'm a photographer based out of Phoenix. I love your music. Would love to photograph you.
He lives in Phoenix?
I said, if you have any shows, do you have any plans to come to Arizona anytime soon? And he said, no shows in Arizona booked. I'm not touring till next year. Love your website and photos. And then a month later, he said, come to LA and take my pictures. Your photos are sick. I said, thanks so much. I would love to next time I'm there. He said, thanks, or nice. You've got mad skills. I'll be sure to refer anyone I know in your neck of the woods.
Flirting with you.
I'm like, he wants to marry me.
Like, hold on, let me reply to him real quick.
Like, here's the mood board for that as well. No, but I'm just saying, he's actually not even a huge artist, but just the fact that it was so much more accessible, that was, I think, also in...
That's crazy.
That was after Leif and I met, though, right? Because that was 2015. I think I found his music from Leif, because I remember we were like geeking out about it. I was like, wait, I might shoot him. And Leif's like, what? But it just felt more accessible at the time. You could just DM someone and they'd be like, okay, I'm down to shoot.
I love Instagram.
Piper and Lucky. That's exactly how I shot my shot with them as well. I was like, hey, I would love to photograph you. Here's some of my photos. They're like, yeah, come stay with us in LA. I'm like, huh? Literally came, stayed at their house and photographed them.
Such an iconic time.
So fun.
Such a crazy, just adventurous. That's when that kind of advice really worked.
Totally. Like,
nowadays,
shoot your shot.
Just try. It's like you are one in a literal million DMs to like a certain celebrity or person. Can I be your assistant? It's like that person probably has literally 2 million. They're not seeing it.
I know.
But it's hard.
It is a different
new advice
world
now.
That's what I always say about the social media advice or growth. I'm like, I would feel weird giving advice because it's not the same. Like, my advice is so outdated for that. I don't know, from the way that I started my career. It's like, it's just, I wouldn't know.
It's not the same industry.
No, it's not the same industry now. Like, I guess I know now what to do for where I'm at. If I was starting from ground zero, like, I would really have to dive in to think about how I would set myself apart now because it is so different.
Yeah.
10 years later, it is not the same as it was.
I'm feeling nostalgic vibes for 2015 Instagram, 2014 Instagram.
I know.
I love it.
I do too. Iris is, do you follow her on Instagram? Mm-hmm. I feel like she's leaning into that like 2015 era and I'm loving it. Like the Instagram filters, very like beachy California.
Yes.
I love it. Living for it.
Okay. Oh, do I have some tea for this one? You will never guess where this is going. Okay. I turned 28 back in January and I decided I wanted to host a dinner party for all the ladies in my life that I love. My mom and childhood best friend traveled from out of state to be there and I invited all my local girlfriends as well. The day of, I spent all day making the dinner. I even cooked our girl Ina Garten's engagement chicken.
Iconic.
I really wanted to go all out. A few hours before, I received a text from one of my closest friends, let's call her Amy, saying she hadn't slept well the night before and might leave early. No worries, but it did feel a little out of character for her. Cut to the party, everyone...
Sorry, what was her excuse? She slept... She what?
She hadn't slept well the night before and might leave early.
Slept well. Okay.
No worries, but it did feel a little out of character for her. Cut to the party. Everyone arrived. The dinner turned out great, but the vibes are noticeably off. Amy wasn't really socializing with our two other closest friends, let's call them Beth and Chloe. But I chalked it up to being my fault that I had brought together so many friends from different parts of my life. It must just be awkward.
That's stressful.
The party goes on. Amy does leave early. And after everyone leaves, my mom and best friend and I debrief, and they also were a little confused at how off things felt. Nothing crazy happened. The energy was just weird. I text in the group chat that I have with Amy, Beth, and Chloe, tell them thanks and I love them, and only Beth and Chloe respond. The next day, my mom and best friend leave, and I get a text from Beth asking if she can come over and talk to me and my boyfriend about something.
I'm terrified.
I instantly clocked that whatever it is, Amy must already know, and that's why she was so off at the party. My boyfriend and I have... Okay, wait. Amy's the one who
left early.
Okay, yeah. My boyfriend and I have been close with Beth and her husband for years, and we knew they'd been struggling, so we assumed it would be something about that. Beth comes over without her husband, and we sit down with her, and I can tell she's freaking out. She proceeds to tell us that for the past year, her and Chloe have been having a non-platonic relationship. And we're dating each other with consent from their husbands.
Oh, with consent from their husbands?
And they had kept it a secret from the rest of our friend group, meaning me and Amy and our significant others. The secret had somehow been discovered, so they were coming clean to all of us. Basically, our very own Secret Lives of Mormon Wives was going down for the past year, and me and Amy had no idea. This was a friend group that hung out at least once a week, did yearly vacations together, etc., and this added so much context to random awkward moments, fights between couples we ignored, and the tension that was felt but never really discussed.
Oh,
this is insane. There's a lot more to that story and drama we're still dealing with to this day, 6 months later. But the fact that this was all going down on my birthday and they had all agreed to wait to tell me until after so as to not to ruin my day is still so funny to me. It certainly turned my 28th birthday into a year I will never forget, even if it's not for the reasons I had hoped. I'm at least glad to know the awkwardness wasn't my fault. Okay, wait. So Amy left early, but Amy was not in the relationship.
Oh, she wasn't? It's Beth and Chloe?
Beth and Chloe have been having a non-platonic relationship.
And Amy's just feeling awkward about knowing that information. So she's like, I gotta go.
Maybe.
I mean, that would be a very jarring discovery. Like
that your two
have
friends
like
were dating, you had no clue.
Yeah, you have like a friend group and they're just like, oh yeah, and we've been together for a year.
And you're like, what? It's been, what have you been keeping from me?
It feels like you're just not in on such a massive piece of context that like you're living a lie kind of. You're just nonchalantly going about your life innocently while there's this massive thing bubbling under the surface.
Yeah, it seems like Amy though is like, I'm wondering about the Amy of it all because Beth and Chloe are the ones who responded, and so like they're dating and they're fine, but it seems like Amy is one having like
an issue with it.
Yeah, an issue with it.
So are they still together dating, I'm assuming?
I don't know. That's so
messy.
That's so messy. You're dating and your husbands know, and they're like, oh, they all go on vacations together and like they're fighting. And it's just what is happening here?
I can't imagine
that dynamic of like your husbands knowing you're dating each other, but it's a secret.
It's a secret to everyone else. I mean, I guess good that they got at
least they're not cheating.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's like, okay, you're being honest with them, but it's always wild to me when multiple people are down within, you know what I mean? Like, so 2 couples, the girls want to be together and both the husbands are like, yeah. I'm like, that seems rare to me for both husbands to just be like, sure, we don't care.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you found 1 in a million, like,
because
opportunity.
at that point it feels like it opens a can of worms. Even for the husbands, it's like, oh, that's just the only thing now that's like kind of a little different about your dynamic. That's when it gets a little messy. Is it just like all of a sudden it's just like,
well, I feel like that also opens up the husbands to be like, okay, well then I'm gonna go.
I mean.
Yeah, do whatever I want to do because why do you get to explore other people? And
so that's why they're probably fighting. They're saying like we've been ignoring fights. It's like
so messy.
So messy, so crazy. I'm just confused with the Amy of it. Like, is she just like
why is
mad?
she going home and not wanting? Yeah, that's the interesting part.
I mean, I could understand being upset that you didn't know. Like, if those are your best friends and
like
they didn't tell you, you're
huge.
like, huh? Why didn't you tell me? Like, first of all, why didn't you tell me what's going on? And I feel like I don't even know you now because you've been hiding this from me, like this massive part.
For such a long time, too. Yeah. That would be a lot to uncover. Yeah. Wowza. I was not expecting that at all.
That is crazy. I was not guessing that.
You took us for a ride. Okay. Hey girls, first submission, but I've loved listening to y'all for the longest time. So here's my magical but wild, unexpected night. I studied abroad my junior year of college in Florence, Italy in 2021. I was so lucky to go, but unfortunately it was the year after COVID hit, so there were a lot of rules and regulations we had to follow. We could not be out past curfew, which was 10 p.m. We could not eat at restaurants or go to museums. We couldn't travel outside of the city. I will not go into more. Well, we still wanted to make the most of it, so we bent the rules a bit. Sorry. One night, we went to our friend's apartment across town to hang out, drink, etc. On our way home before curfew, we heard music bumping from one of the big windows on the street. We had some drinks, so we were loose at this point and decided to knock on the windows. Some young Europeans opened the windows and we saw that inside they were having a party with 10 other people. We asked to be invited in, and they were also happily yelling to come in. So we went in to continue the party. Vibes were high, we were dancing and singing and enjoying our time abroad with these Europeans. Here comes the wild part. We start to hear police sirens, so of course everyone starts freaking out. Everyone flees, including all of my friends. I guess I didn't catch the drift of them leaving the apartment and hiding upstairs, but somehow I got stuck in the apartment with 5 random Italians when the police come in. Basically, the police told us we were getting a 400 euro fine each for the noise violation and for not being home past curfew. I didn't even fully understand this until later because the police were not speaking English. They asked for our passports, which I didn't have on me, but I showed them a picture of my American license. Not sure what they could do with that, but whatever. At this point, I'm a little drunk and scared out of my wits, so I started crying after I understand the 400 euro fine. I start Google translating to the police, please let me do community service instead. At this point, the police were fed up and didn't care much and probably just icked out at my tears. They said we were not allowed to leave the premises until the next morning when the curfew was lifted. So once they left, we finally call up everyone else and told them they can come out. Of course, they're asking me all these questions about what happened. We can't leave, so we ended up sleeping on the floor and pull-out couch of this random apartment with no blankets until 5 a.m. the next morning when we could leave. We had a rental car reservation for the next morning so we could drive to Pisa. Technically not allowed to do that either. After a long night of partying, getting fined 400 euros, and sleeping on the floor of a stranger's apartment, we left on our next adventure to Pisa. A wild ride during our study abroad. Had to cut some corners, but memories that will last forever.
That is terrifying. Being in a foreign country and then getting in trouble with the police, that's actually my worst nightmare. That's so scary.
Because and them asking to see your passport and information.
It's a nightmare enough to deal with your own language and your own country and like where your records are and things like that, where you're a citizen. To be in a different country, not understand the laws, not understand like all of the little intricacies of the law. Oh, that's too scary.
It is. I would
be terrified.
Remember when that Italian lady yelled at me in my Airbnb and I was actually sobbing? It was the scariest. She was a woman and I knew she wasn't going to hurt me or anything. But the language barrier was, I did not understand what she was saying and she was freaking out at me. I was also alone. Like Leif was with me, but he wasn't with me at the time. I think it was just taking a shower or something and I was in the room alone. I don't think I would cry now. Looking back, I think I was just young and
much of a
scared.
Karen now.
Yeah, I feel like I would be a little bit more, I don't know, have my wits about me now. But
you're a grown woman now.
Yes, I was so shook up because I was in my really early 20s and I was just getting screamed at in a foreign language and I did not know what to do or say.
Yeah. There's a shift that happens right around the end of the latter half of your 20s, 30s, where
you don't give a rip.
You don't give a rip about being in trouble.
It's true.
I'm just like, being in trouble, like that was like, oh gosh, I don't want to be in trouble. Like,
Yeah.
now it's just, I can't be bothered by being in trouble.
Exactly.
I'm in trouble. Okay.
Yeah. Because what
It's
can
not
you
as
really be
scary.
in trouble about other than actually if you broke the law or
Yes,
something,
exactly.
which we're not going to do. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be horrifying to be in a foreign country, have a police officer in your face asking
And you don't even
for,
know who you're with either.
Yeah. You're like, this was just supposed to be a fun, silly,
Yeah.
goofy thing that we're doing.
Now
and
I'm
now the
sleeping at
police
your
are here
house?
and I'm sleeping over.
Terrifying.
Those are memories, though, that you will, look
Memories
back on
nonetheless.
forever. Definitely. Those shoes are so cute, by the way.
Thank you. Aloha's. Love them.
Nice.
I just got them yesterday. I love Aloha's.
Yeah, they have really cute stuff. Are you guys sick of us talking about our daily walks yet? Because I'm not. And I'm going to keep screaming it from the rooftops because I truly believe getting outside and walking every day has greatly improved my mental health. I notice a huge difference in my mind and my body when I'm not walking daily. And I got some new Asics shoes that I am obsessed with. I got a few pairs. These are so cute. I got a few different colorways. I'm going to post them on my Instagram story so you can get the specific links to the ones that I love. But they have the cutest styles and colors. I got some like burgundy-ish ones that I love. They're so comfy as well. These are my new favorite shoes for going on walks. If you're a runner, you can run in them. Whether you're just using it to go on like a casual walk in the morning, you have a recovery day and you want to do a walk on the treadmill or a daily run, Asics shoes are engineered to support your growing mileage. They're ready for a fast 5K. They're ready for convenience in your everyday life. Honestly, these with the cute workout set it gives really cute, cool girl athleisure vibes, and I love them.
When I first started getting into running, I had no clue how much a good shoe or, on the other side of the spectrum, a bad shoe would affect you and would affect your running and your knees and your feet. And when I ran my half marathon, I was like, okay, I need to branch out and look for some other shoes that are going to be really supportive throughout my short runs, my long runs, and just really, really get me through. So I'm sure you guys have seen their like legendary favorites such as the Kayono 32. I've heard such good things about the Gel Nimbus 27. I just ordered some and I'm so excited to get them and try them out on my runs. And the Nova Blast 5. They give you the comfort and energy to go farther. Movement is what brings us together. Each step forward becomes a journey towards something more community, more connection, more miles. It's not about the number of miles you go, it's about the miles you share. So move your body, move your mind with Asics. Visit asics.com and use code WHATWESAID at checkout for 10% off your order. Exclusions may apply. Hi girls, absolutely love the pod and have been a listener for years and years. Here's the story of the night I will truly never ever forget. For some background, in college I lived in a house with 9 other girls that we called the White House because it was, you guessed it, a big white house. It was 10 girls in one house, 10 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 3 fridges, 1 washer and dryer, yikes. Ooh. It was truly the time of our lives. COVID had the audacity to happen, so a lot of junior year and senior year got messed up because of it. Fall of our senior year, fall 2020, we were back at school and things were starting to feel as normal as they could. All of our sororities events got canceled as well as any other school event. We decided to take it upon ourselves to host a Halloween party for a few of our friends just to give us all something to do. The 10 of us dressed up as characters from Shrek, so not sexy college Halloween costumes, talking green body, face paint, donkey snout, Pinocchio nose.
Please.
We set up some cute fall snacks and truly thought maybe 10 to 15 people would come. It started slow, and then all of a sudden we had hundreds of people showing up at our doors.
Oh.
Word must have gotten out, and our house was complete chaos. We did hire our friend to DJ, but we thought it was going to be a fun, stupid thing for the small group.
Oh.
Turns out to be a massive party with a DJ in our living room, hundreds of people in every corner and room of our house. We had complete strangers show up. Someone came straight from the airport with their luggage and boarding pass.
Please.
Someone came with a litter of kittens. Someone came and brought a ladder and got on our roof. Someone broke our toilet. Someone flew in 3 states away to come. There were people waiting to get inside the door like it was a bar. To say we were shocked was an understatement. The party was so much fun and we ended up having the absolute best night. We still talk about how crazy that night was and how it was something we will never forget. Love you girls so much. Have gotten so many of my past roommates from the White House to listen to what we said and they're all obsessed as they should be. Oh my gosh, I love that. That is hilarious.
That was, when you were reading it, it was a movie.
Yeah,
and like that is just a movie, like a fun sorority
100%.
party that just, it keeps building and there's all these crazy characters there.
Yes, that should be a movie.
Yes.
That would be a funny movie. Have you ever thrown like a party that's kind of gotten out of hand like that?
No, I've never even thrown a party.
Me and Abby threw a party one time at our house. It was like, I think she had just graduated high school. So I was like literally 19. She was like 17. Or she had graduated maybe. I don't know. She was 18. I was 19 or something like that. We had just graduated high school. She had. And she was having like, what was it? I think it was her birthday or something like that. And I was moving. And maybe it was like right before I moved to Utah. Anyways, we were like, let's throw like a combined party. Because now that we're both out of high school and like we're in our party era. So we invited we sent out a text to a couple people like, come to our house for a party. Again, it's the same exact thing. We're like, okay, there's probably gonna be like 10 people that show up. So we just had like Costco brownies or something. And just we're like, oh, like our friend group's gonna come.
Yeah.
It must have spread to the entire single population of Phoenix because people were starting to come in and like literally it's like an infestation. That's what it feels like. Me and Abby were like, we're no longer having fun. Like we're like stressed about people upstairs. People like, my landing.
Yeah.
People are like on the landing, sitting on the stairs, like people we've never seen before, never met, or like in our childhood home. They're like in our living room playing our piano, like on our computer.
I feel like I have vague memories of this.
Like,
I was not
what
at the
is
party,
happening?
We
were
so
shook.
Funny.
We were just like, and my mom and dad like came home or something. I can't even remember if they were there or not. But it just got out of hand so fast. And me and Abby were like, we're not having a good time. We're stressed. Like our literal childhood pictures are on the wall. People are like taking them down and like
just being wild.
So you just can't, especially when you don't know people and they don't know you. It's like, they're not respecting your house.
Yeah, definitely not.
They're not like thinking about whatever. They're just like, you're like, are people going to steal from me? Are people going to steal my stuff? I don't even know these people. The door's open, like the back door, the front door's open. People are like parked. Our neighbor's like, why are there so many cars out here?
A full-blown house party.
A house party.
That is so funny.
We just literally have like the neighborhood playing on the speakers. We're like, we were not prepared
a few brownies.
For this. Yeah, a few
cookies.
Costco brownies.
That is so funny.
It was crazy.
Speaking of Costco brownies, Costco muffins. Such a crime that they changed those muffins.
The what? Oh, the Costco muffins. Yeah.
They don't do their signature muffins anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know about anyone else. Those are a part of my childhood for sure. And same with Leif. He's like devastated.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
I feel like if you played sports in high school, like that was a classic thing. Like our swim meets, they always would bring those for breakfast.
The Costco muffins.
And I just saw a video about how much sugar they have and like how they're comparable to one of the most sugary treats. The Costco chocolate muffin.
Oh, that's probably why they're so good.
So addicting.
So
obsessed.
Good. And literally I would eat that for breakfast.
Yeah, same.
My favorite breakfast. If they were at my house, I'm like, this is equivalent to actually eating a chocolate cake with chocolate chips
but
for
it's
breakfast.
Yeah.
But it's okay because it's muffin. Mm-hmm. So good. But yeah, they changed them out. Maybe that's why. Because Leif was telling me they changed them out because of the ingredients or something. So now they're healthier, but they go bad really, really fast. And yeah, they're not as good. Probably because there's not as much sugar. Okay, this is my last one. Hi, besties. I love you girls so much. You two always get me through my 5-mile hot girl walks.
Wow. That's a long hot girl walk.
So I studied abroad in Florence, Italy. Oh, another Florence girly. In the winter semester of 2023. On one of the last nights of the semester, the whole study abroad program had an Italian wedding where the guys go to one bar and the girls go to another. And at the end of the night, the drunkest girl and drunkest guy would get married in front of the Duomo with the whole school surrounding them. It just so happened that my best friend and roommate was the drunkest, so she was the chosen bride. At 12 a.m., we all met up at the, what is this word? Duomo?
No clue.
Duomo. It's an Italian cathedral.
Okay.
The Duomo. At 12 a.m., we all meet up at the Duomo and awaited to see who the groom would be. It happened to be this guy that we all knew, but was kind of a bot. Think engineer nerd man, but with fun friends. We really played into the whole wedding scheme, so the bride picked her bridesmaids, me and her and our other roommate, and the officiator was a guy we had met through the program and had become really good friends with. He just so happened to be actually ordained as an officiant through the state of Washington.
Oh no.
The wedding itself was so fun. We walked down the aisle, they did the whole I do and made out in front of the whole school. And anyone else standing around the Duomo when the officiant said, "You may kiss your bride." Right after the wedding, everyone went to a popular Florence club and the happy couple continued heavy PDA, making out every 5 seconds, grinding, and even some over the shirt nipple pinching.
Stop. Him or her?
Later that night, we learned that had been the groom's first kiss.
Oh.
So not only did the whole school witness this bot's first kiss,
but
also his first experience making it to second base. Students were taking videos of the wedding, posting it on their Snapchat stories, so it quickly got around to the people back at our campus in the U.S. The bride woke up the next morning with 1,000 texts saying, "Looks like you had fun last night." That wasn't even the main event of the night. At the club, our roommate was dancing and making out with someone and realized when we got home that all her cards had been stolen.
Oh.
And had to call her dad at 4 a.m. to get it figured out.
Goodbye.
I also had some fun myself that night, getting very steamy on the dance floor with an Italian man. Safe to say it was one of the best nights of my study abroad experience and one that we still talk about regularly. Love you ladies so much. Keep being you.
I thought she was going to say they actually got married.
Because he was an efficient?
Yeah, that he was actually going to marry them and they just were so drunk they had no clue.
Please. That is so fun.
Yeah.
I feel like study abroad programs are so cool. Like I never even considered doing that. But I mean, I guess right when I graduated, I did get some travel opportunities and it wasn't study abroad, but I guess you can kind of compare them. But I just feel like that would be such an amazing experience
that
to
would be
go
really
abroad
cool.
and be able to learn new stuff and be around people in different cultures. Like that just seems very, very cool.
That is such a cool program. That is wild.
Especially in Italy. Do you have any more?
Yeah, I have one more.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hi, first off, I love you both so, so much and can't wait for the live show. Yay, it'll be fun. So my craziest party story happened when I was working at a luxury store in Scottsdale during Super Bowl weekend. Tons of athletes and celebs were coming in, and one night, Mr. Mannequin Challenge himself, Sway Lee, ran in with security. We had to shut the store down because a huge crowd formed outside, and it ended up just being him and our team in the store. He asked me and my fellow female coworkers what we were doing the next night, aka the Super Bowl Sunday, and we said work. He gave us his number and invited us to his show. We laughed it off thinking there was no way he'd actually text. Fast forward, he really did. My coworker sent me the address and within 10 minutes I was in an Uber, very drunk, headed to a random mansion in Phoenix.
Wow.
Sway Lee greeted us with "Sup, it's Sway," which still cracks me up, like girl bye. After pre-gaming with Don Julio, 1942, we were escorted to his rapper van that was literally blasting his own songs and playing his music videos on TVs inside. Here's where it gets messy. I was only 20 with a fake ID, and I realized we were headed straight for Old Town Scottsdale. Sure enough, there were literally cops checking IDs outside the club. I was panicking, ready to walk away, but my coworkers convinced me to go anyway. I was the only one in our group who was not 21. Miraculously, the cop waved me through, and suddenly I was inside a packed club at Sway Lee's table next to a stage with paparazzi outside.
That is wild.
Then, after drinking and talking for a minute, Bottle Girls brought out a sign to the table next to us that said, "Official post-Super Bowl celebration, Sway Lee x the Chiefs." We looked over and realized we were literally right next to Patrick Mahomes and the Travis Kelce, pre-Taylor, unfortunately, who had just won the Super Bowl. That is actually insane.
That is, wow.
The whole freaking Chiefs team rolled in, plus a bunch of other celebs. We partied until 4 a.m. Sway Lee performing, bottles everywhere, and making weird eye contact with celebrities. It was insane. I also almost got set on fire because this guy right next to me dropped his blunt on the rug right next to my toes.
Oh, no.
But thankfully survived. At the end of the night, Sway Lee invited us back for an after party and casually said, "Well, Rihanna's coming." I was exhausted, didn't fully believe him because who throws a party at nearly 5 a.m. and went home instead. I got picked up by my Uber driver from Sway Lee's house and had to explain that the reason why I smelled like a literal pound of weed was due to the fact that I was with Sway Lee. It was so bad, I swear I got contact high. But to this day, I cannot believe my 20-year-old self ended up partying with Sway Lee, Travis Kelce, and Patrick Mahomes the night they won the Super Bowl. Iconic. Now I'm 22, and honestly, I'm much more of a grandma, thank God. Oh my gosh.
Wow, that is iconic.
So funny.
It's crazy. It's crazy how a celebrity can just, it's kind of like right place, right time, or just a connection thing where it's, if you know the right person, you get into like this weird, situation where you're just suddenly, that's what's always so weird to me is if you know the right person or you happen to be at a place where someone has a connection to someone, you can just be in these situations. And it's like
100%.
Nothing that you do. It's just luck or whatever. And how crazy that they're just working.
Yeah.
And then that happens and the next night they're partying with celebrities. It's like,
no, it's crazy.
So wild.
So weird. That is so fun though. That's iconic.
But I was going to say, as a celebrity, that would actually be a fun thing to do is just like pick a random especially if you think they're cool.
like as a celebrity.
I'm like, and me as Kendall, let me pick.
I'd love to do this for
I
peasants.
would love to do this as charity work. No, but I'm saying if you are just, I don't know, at a store or somewhere and these girls are super nice, like being able to be like, do you want to come to this party? And you know that's going to be a core memory for them.
For sure.
That would be like a cool thing to do.
That is crazy. I wonder what store they worked at.
Yeah. Wait, didn't she say? As a luxury store. But maybe she didn't specify.
I wonder what the vibes were. That's so fun though.
That is so fun. I love that. That's everything. Especially after winning the Super Bowls. So
That's iconic. Yeah. Because what are the chances? Like, I'm sure it was already well, maybe they don't have a party too. But I'm like, I don't know if it's like Sway Lee and the Chiefs or if it's like Sway Lee and whoever wins. But it's like, what's the chance that like the Chiefs win and you just so happen to go to the winner's party and all of that? It's crazy.
Wow. Right time, right place.
Too bad it wasn't last year. You could have met Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Full circle moment talking about Travis Kelce. Mm-hmm. And now they're engaged.
I know. Full circle. Love that for us.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We're so excited to see you guys on tour. It is coming up so
fast.
soon.
This month.
Like in a week. Mm-hmm. So Chicago is our first stop. If we're not sold out of Chicago seats, if there are any that have been added or any last minute ones, get them now because it's literally in a week. So Chicago's our first stop. Then New York. We have 2 shows. One of them is sold out. I don't know if the New York late show has any last minute tickets. That one's going to be a little bit unhinged. Okay. A little late night vibe. I am so excited. I'm so excited to meet you guys, hang out with you, be in the same room, debrief on lots of different stuff. It's going to be so fun. So get your tickets. We'll link them in the show notes, wherever you're watching, listening. If you guys want to watch on YouTube, you can always watch our gorgeous faces and our beautiful set on YouTube. Just look up What We Said. We love you guys so much. And
that's what we said. Goodbye.